Dining out is something most of us do on special occasions, and it's usually something that won't break our budget. That's why $500 per head for a culinary experience might sound a bit crazy to some. $1,500 might sound even more outrageous, and that's what you'll be paying if you decide to dine at the world's most expensive restaurant. The big question is it worth it? Well, I'll let you be the judge. Number 10. Itha Undersea, Maldives. $320 to $390 per head. Fine dining in a world of turquoise and blue, with a variety of sea creatures swimming around your head, sounds like a dream come true to me. Itha Undersea is the first underwater restaurant in the world. If you want to eat there, you'll have to fly to Rangali Island in the Maldives. The restaurant, located 5 meters below sea level, is a 5 by 9 meter structure which can accommodate about 14 people at a time. The outside is unassuming, a simple wooden hut above the sea. But once you reach downstairs and look around, the scenery is mind-blowing. The transparent roof allows splendid views that I've only experienced while snorkeling or scuba diving in the Caribbean. But to get to experience this in my finest clothes and no diving gear, unbelievable. On their website, they advertise panoramic coral garden views and fusion menus, matched with fine wines. Some people use the venue for weddings and parties, but if you decide to go on an ordinary day, you can indulge in contemporary European and Asian cuisine at no less than $320 per head. Your 6-course meal will most likely include caviar, foie gras, and truffle dumpling, blackened scallops, lobster, coconut-crusted leguine with spicy sea snails, sous vide veal tenderloin, pasta, and an exquisite dessert. Number 9. Aragawa, Tokyo. $260 to $500 per head. I never expected one of the most expensive restaurants in the world to be located in the basement of an old office building, and I was sure it was overrated until I experienced it for myself. My favorite thing about this place is the beef, which is probably the best in the world. They serve Kobe beef from some very special cows raised in the Hyogo Prefecture. Special how? Well, get this. Every day, they're massaged by hand, taken for a relaxing walk, brushed and petted by their caretakers. I laughed when I heard that they're even fed a bottle of beer a day. Sort of makes me wish I was a cow. But enough about them because I'm getting a bit too jealous. The restaurant's exterior is beautiful, and the inside is even more stunning. The plush sofas, velvet carpets, antique chairs, and fine bone china will have you feeling like you've gone back in time. There are only 6 tables at this restaurant, and there is no written menu. The daily menu is recited by the waitstaff. First, you get to select an appetizer. Then you have the house salad, steak dish, and finally, coffee or tea. Simplicity is bliss, I guess. Number 8. Kicho Arashiyama, Kyoto. $380 to $570 per head. This elegant restaurant is one of Japan's finest and is well known for its traditional Japanese kaiseki, a multi-course dinner. The word kaiseki literally translates to breast pocket stone and came into existence sometime before the 1500s, when monks used to ward off hunger by putting warm stones in their robes very close to their stomachs, so it's associated with comfort. In modern times, kaiseki is described as cuisine for a gathering, and the bosom stone is the cuisine. Special skills and techniques are required in order to achieve the proper presentation and preparation of these meals. Kicho Arashiyama was founded by Yuki Teichi in 1948 and is currently owned by his grandson, Tokioka Kunio. What is particularly unique about this restaurant is that some meals are served in gold-painted seashells. The shells are arranged on a Hassan wooden box, and if you ask me, it looks more like art than food. Japanese culture is an integral part of this experience, and many have worked to ensure that the environment meets standards of perfection. You can enjoy a full-course meal, and if you're celebrating a special occasion, the staff would be happy and willing to accommodate you. Reservations must be made in advance, and the price per person starts at 40,000 yen for lunch and 50,000 yen for dinner. You have to pay taxes and service charges too, so come prepared to spend a lot. Number 7. Guy Savoy, Paris. $385 to $625 per head. Of course, a restaurant from Paris had to be on this list. Guy Savoy is actually a French chef who named his restaurant after himself. He has another restaurant in Las Vegas, just in case you can't make it to Paris. A fun fact I discovered is that Gordon Ramsay was trained under him and looks up to him as a culinary mentor. Savoy pays special attention to flavor and has created some signature dishes. dishes like iced poached oysters, layered truffled mushroom brioche, and artichoke soup with black truffle. The staff is exceptionally friendly, and the environment is chic and comfortable. You can enjoy stunning views of the Seine, the Louvre, the Pont Neuf, and the Institut de France. The architect, Jean-Michel Wilmot, desired to create a setting which combined art and modernity with just the perfect touch of lighting. The food on the menu depends on the seasons. You may be able to sample Breton grilled lobster with carrot puree, chicken breast with lemon balm and lemongrass, with ribbed vegetables and Swiss chard, duck foie gras with red cabbage juice, and cabbage with horseradish and mustard. Just know that whatever is available will leave you with an unforgettable culinary experience. Number 6. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville, Crissier, Switzerland. $415 per head. This well-known restaurant has the innovation of Chef Franck Giovanni to thank, as he is the mind, heart, and soul behind it all. He had some big shoes to fill because he succeeded many talented chefs. The restaurant's legacy began in 1953 when Freddie and Benjamin Girardet founded it. They quickly rose to prominence, and their culinary creations gained popularity worldwide. Their reputations continued to improve, and currently, Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville is known as one of the best restaurants in the world. When Giovanni took over the restaurant in 2016, he sought to create a simple yet sophisticated experience for his guests. He said, "I like to please my guests by preparing products that come from our regions and which respect the environment and the seasons. My cuisine is, above all, a cuisine of tastes that allows me to enhance the best products that nature provides to us every day." He uses local vegetables, and the game used in meals is bought from Swiss hunters. The texture of foods and balance of flavors has been described as perfection, and this is what keeps guests returning for more. A great selection of Swiss and French wines is also available. It comes as no surprise that the restaurant has held on to 3 Michelin stars since 1998. Number 5. Maison Pic Valence, Paris, France. $445 per head. Maison Pic is a top pick for vacationers with a little extra money to spend. This top 5-star hotel, along with its famous restaurant, has been passed down for generations. It was founded by Eugene and Sophie Pic in 1889. That's over 130 years ago. It is currently run by Anne-Sophie Pic, and under her leadership, the restaurant regained its 3rd Michelin star, which it had lost in 1995. The decor is exquisite. The main room is centered around a crystal chandelier, and 3 different settings are available, depending on the preferences of guests. In these dining areas, you can enjoy calm, feminine colors, coated grays, and powdered pinks. There is also an element of greenery, which adds a perfect, natural touch. The cuisine is just as exquisite as the ambiance. Anne-Sophie says that she loves experimenting with different combinations of flavors. She says, "All the elements count. In the blue lobster with red berries recipe, I propose discovering the side of smoked bonito with red berry dashi, a few iodine notes in the broth, but also tangy flavors present in the strawberry Barbary chutney." She continues to work on recipes that she came up with years ago and claims that they are always evolving. Number 4. Masa, New York City. $595 to $1,000 per head. Although it's located in New York, Masa is a Japanese sushi restaurant. You can find it on the 4th floor of the Time Warner Center at 10 Columbus Circle in Manhattan, New York City. It was opened in 2004 by Chef Masa Takayama, whose obsession with food began at a very early age. He started off by delivering fresh sashimi in Tochigi, Japan. Then he began preparing meals until he became the skilled chef that he is today. There are 26 seats available, and reservations must be made way in advance. The dining environment is influenced by the concept of shibui. As stated on their website, this refers to refined beauty that isn't affected by time or social changes. Shibui is never complicated or contrived. Purity of being, of living, of sensing is inherent in all the elements of the Masa experience. Branches of seasonal plants can be found throughout, and the simplistic decor allows one to view the meal as the most important work of art. Chef Takayama uses a blend of seasonal and exotic ingredients, like truffles and omi beef. He even flies some of his fish in from Japan. The meals are created to make sure that all the flavors of the ingredients are evident. A total of 2 hours is required for this dining experience, and the dress code is casual and comfortable. Number 3. Ultraviolet, Shanghai, China, $570 to $900 per head. This elite, exorbitantly expensive restaurant was opened by French chef Paul Piret and the VOL Group in 2012. It offers a super unique dining experience because it is a multi-sensory restaurant. That means that sight, sound, and smell are used to enrich the food. Another unique aspect of this restaurant is that it only has one table with 10 seats. I suppose that's really cool if you don't want to entertain a crowd for your birthday dinner. There is a 20-plus course dinner menu, and the dining room is totally out of this world. There are no paintings on the walls, no fancy views, no artifacts, and no decor at all. But the room contains multi-sensory, high-end technology to enhance the guest's experience. 360-degree wall projection, beam speakers, dry scent projectors, UV lighting, and a multi-channel speaker system are all features of this room. Piret had a desire to stimulate something he refers to as the psycho taste. This allows eating to act as a gateway to the mind. If you ask me, it all sounds a bit spooky, but apparently the food is great. Or could it be your mind tricking you to believe that it does? Regardless, Piret is a well-rounded chef with experience in various cities, like Sydney, Istanbul, Hong Kong, Paris, and Jakarta. Number 2. Per se, New York. $680 to $900 per head. Per se is the second most expensive restaurant in the world. It opened its doors in 2004 and is Chef Thomas Keller's second 3 Michelin-starred restaurant. It was designed by Adam D. Tihani and offers an environment with a perfect blend of tranquility and stunning views of Columbus Circle and Central Park. So what can you expect to eat here? There are 2 tasting menus which are offered every day. The chef's tasting menu features 9 courses. The other is a 9-course vegetable tasting menu. Only the finest ingredients are used, and no ingredients are repeated during the meal. The restaurant has an award-winning wine list too. With over 2,000 bottles, you are guaranteed to find something which suits your taste. If you're not into wine, that's okay. They offer the finest whiskeys, single malt scotches, liquors, and classic cocktails. Number 1. Sublimotion, Ibiza, Spain. $1,500 to $2,000 per head. And our number 1, the most expensive restaurant in the world. This place is unlike any other, as it aspires to view the dining experience as a work of art. Many have described it as futuristic, stimulating, and just downright surreal. Artists, designers, engineers, screenwriters, and illusionists combined their talents, and this resulted in a 3-hour banquet, which cannot even be perceived by the imagination of the average person. The dining room is referred to as a capsule, and before the dining